Before the afternoon lecture on Sunday began, the teacher asked his students,
Do you have any questions about the toxins in love between men and women in the morning lesson?
A student asked the teacher,
Teacher, if a person has undergone gender reassignment surgery from male to female or female to male, when they learn the knowledge of the two truths and understand the nature of toxins that exist in their souls and the path of sustainable transmutation, how should they force out the toxins and practice producing positive energy particles?
The teacher replied,
Your question already has an answer in it. That is practicing the path of sustainable transformation by producing positive energy particles. The issue of activating and producing positive energy particles for each interacting group is in another lecture series. However, through the truth about the three secrets, the Tuolin mission, and the particle production mechanism, you can give yourself the correct answer. As in the case you asked, transgender people want to force toxins and practice sustainable transformation after understanding the knowledge of the two truths. That is not difficult. It's easy because of the principle of not living a same-sex love life anymore. Instead, spending time sharing experiences of same-sex life so that young people can understand the truth of that issue. Share and help other young people appreciate the body they were born with and understand the toxins inside them in same-sex love. Those are actions to spread enlightened wisdom for young people to build genuine love between men and women to form a true family. Those actions are to force poison and activate goodness in them. This process requires the elimination of the lust for same-sex love. They must have exemplary lives to help everyone. Doing so will make their souls more mature, and their future practicing journey will achieve more achievements.
The teacher continued,
This afternoon, we continue eliminating toxins in the relationship between husband and wife. You can share the sufferings and experiences in your married life to make recognizing and eliminating those toxins easier.
At that time, a woman said,
Teacher, I have been living in misery with a husband addicted to gambling. We all work in state agencies. Before we got married, he didn't gamble. However, a few years later, he began to get addicted to gambling. Many times, he went out overnight at places where gambling was organized. The creditor notifies each debt from that game to our family and parents. I felt disappointed then because I didn't think my husband was like that. After repaying her husband's debt, even both parents paid the debt for him. But he still indulged in gambling. I was disappointed and asked him many times to sign the divorce papers, but he did not agree to the divorce. The pressure of life and raising children makes me feel miserable when my husband is like that. Right now, I don't know what to do or why I must marry such a husband.
The teacher asked,
When you got married, was it because of love, or did someone force it?
We got married because of love, not because anyone forced us.
The teacher continued asking,
So why do you love him?
I don't understand why. I felt moved and love grew into husband and wife.
The teacher laughed and said,
It is ignorance that people do not understand the three secrets. From that, they do not understand the great vow and mission of reincarnating as a human. As a result, you will not be able to explain why you love and marry that person. Then, when marital conflict occurs because of dissatisfaction, you complain that you don't understand why you married them. Continuing is the act of divorce to end that marital relationship. It's all dominated by the wisdom of ignorance, also known as the internal poison that governs and controls people. You can solve and eliminate this type of poison when you know the two truths. Therefore, please be happy to learn the knowledge of enlightenment, and the light of wisdom will help you overcome that tribulation.
Another student told the teacher,
Teacher, I see too many divorced couples in today's society. They think that it is freedom and a modern way of life. When they are not compatible, they can liberate each other. Many people, after divorce, find happiness with someone new, and they think they made the right decision to divorce to find happiness with someone new. Is that also a poison in marriage?
The teacher said,
What you said is toxic in the relationship between husband and wife. When people do not have the enlightened wisdom of the two truths and the smallest particle of energy to illuminate, they will not see the greatness of the interaction group in the husband and wife relationship. You seem surprised to hear me talk about the greatness of the husband and wife relationship. It is genuinely a great symbol. It is also the key to understanding the toxic and good nature of the yin and yang embryo of each tuolin. So today, you continue to learn a significant term. That is, husband and wife are both a key and an excellent symbol for each tuolin to attain the unifying Tao of the universe on the journey of understanding the three secrets. Therefore, before helping you identify all the toxins in the husband-wife relationship, I will analyze the great symbol of the connection on the practicing journey in the human world. The spouse relationship is both the key and a great symbol to attain the unified Tao of the universe. As follows. Each couple represents each original yin and yang energy embryo within the tuolin. The negative energy particle represents the wife, and the positive energy particle represents the husband. Tuolins are sometimes incarnated as men. Other times they are incarnated as women during their practicing journey in human lives. They must transform into men and women in different lives to understand the toxins and goodness in their original yin and yang embryos. Through the role of a wife, the soul can understand its original yin and yang embryo. That is, plus, if the wife develops one or all of the toxins in the four forms of the Tao, that means that the original negative energy particle of the wife's soul is toxic and has not been eliminated. Those toxins are closely linked to other interacting groups in the four forms of the Tao. When the poison in the wife breaks out, it will cause the wife to control and hinder the development and practice of the husband's sustainable transformation mechanism in the four forms of the way. If the wives can control the toxins and activate goodness in their souls, that means that the positive energy particles of the wife's soul have the power and control over the toxins of the harmful energy particles and toxic information from the outside environment. As a result, they are faithful wives, an effective supporter, and, together with their husbands, build a great career in sustainable transformation. Through the husband's role, tuolins can understand the nature of their original yin and yang energy embryo as follows. Plus, if the wife dominates the husband and loses control due to the toxins of both, they produce harmful energy particles. That proves that the toxins in the original harmful energy particles of the husband's soul are breaking out and losing control. Plus, if the husband can build a happy and faithful family life, the wife becomes a solid foundation for the husband to practice the path of sustainable transformation in the four forms of the Tao. That proves that the husband's soul can activate the excellent power of the original positive energy particle and control the toxins of the external environment and the original negative particle. To help tuolins through the symbol of the husband and wife relationship to thoroughly understand their yin and yang embryo, the first tuolin increases the complexity and pressure in married life for people. As follows. Plus, the interaction group in the husband and wife relationship closely links with all interaction groups in other forms of the Tao. Such a connection will create toxic and good resonance in each soul's yin and yang energy embryo. That creates maximum compression and pressure in identifying and forcing poison, activating kindness. For example, when the husband has a high position in the national power apparatus, everyone considers the husband someone who works for the people, and everyone loves the husband for his intelligence and morality. However, the husband could not control his wife's greed. Knowing this, the wife's relatives pressured the wife to ask her husband to help them get a high position in the government. Subordinates also use money to bribe the wife and ask for promotion to higher ranks. Because his wife dominated him, the husband developed his poison in the form of the national Tao and helped untalented people lead the country. Plus, the pressure and compression of the relationship between husband and wife will increase in each life of practice. In this life, if the husband and wife live in harmony, the wife acts as a solid support for the husband so that the husband can contribute his wisdom to help everyone in the interactions of the four forms of the Tao. It successfully forced poison and activated goodness on a simple level. To help them eliminate toxins in the original yin and yang embryo, the Tuolin Council will arrange their next life with more pressure and compression to see if they are still there. It may be a scenario to test the couple's fidelity. It could be illness or hardship. It could be status and wealth. If that pair of souls does not develop toxins in their marital relationship for many lifetimes, the Tuolin Council will replace other souls to unite as husband and wife in the human world. The change is to increase pressure and compression to help the Tuolins have adequate conditions and environments to force out all toxins and activate goodness in all suffering scenarios. For example, in this life, the husband is paired with a wife containing many toxins to create an ideal environment to test whether the husband's soul still has toxins. Because of his past lives, they built a faithful and happy married life to practice and help others. However, in this life, having to live with a greedy and unfaithful wife is a new environment to test whether the husband's soul is still toxic. If the husband divorces, commits adultery, or marries another wife, the husband's toxins have emerged. On the contrary, the husband forgives his wife to devote his life to doing good deeds, to help others, and practice the path of sustainable transformation. That means the husband's soul has squeezed out all the toxins in the marital interaction. Thus, you can see that the husband and wife relationship is closely linked to comprehending the nature of wisdom in the yin and yang embryo of each Tuolin. Because of the importance and greatness of the husband and wife symbol, the husband and wife relationship must increase in complexity and difficulty in different lifetimes and be associated with the 4 forms of the Tao. The purpose is to squeeze out all the toxins and check whether the toxins are still in the original yin and yang embryo. That shows you that the 4 forms of the Tao are closely tied to the relationship between husband and wife on the journey of sustainable transformation to attain the unified Tao of the universe. It is the principle of using poison to activate poison. After the toxins are fully activated, the Tuolins can know and eliminate them. Finally, practice sustainable energy particle production to transform yin and yang energy embryos into energy filters. Toxins in the marital relationship that you need to identify and remove from your soul. Husband and wife are jealous and suspicious of each other. Husband and wife lie to each other. Husband and wife hate and resent each other. Spouses commit adultery and live unfaithfully with each other. One of the 2 people hurts each other by trampling on dignity, insulting and cursing at each other. One of the 2 is mentally violent and beats the other. Husband and wife do not care, help, or cure each other when sick. The couple divorced. That is the consequence of the poison having grown strong and the soul losing control. Marry more than one spouse. It is the poison of greed and satisfaction caused by losing control of each person's original negative energy particle. Husband and wife kill each other. Those are the toxins in married life for everyone to know and remove them from their souls and wisdom.
A student interrupted the teacher.
Teacher, I don't understand why divorce is considered toxic. In many cases, husband and wife living together are unhappy because of conflicts or other reasons. But when they divorce, each person's life is happier when they have a new family.
The teacher replied,
For the perception of human intelligence, many divorce cases are happy, but they do not realize the truth of the spouse scenario. As I have explained, the husband and wife relationship is a great symbol of the practicing journey in the human world to understand all 3 secrets. Even to help each Tuolin squeeze out all the toxins, the Tuolin Council will increase complexity and maximum compression in their marital relationship in the next lives. Therefore, when the husband and wife divorce because of incompatibility or for some other reason, it is because they have a huge amount of toxins in their yin and yang embryos that break out and grow strong. At that time, that toxin dominates and controls the soul, leading to the breakdown of family happiness. Therefore, divorce is a failure to control the toxins inside each soul. Instead of divorce, both husband and wife should understand each other and help each other understand the truth, then eliminate each other's toxins with respect and love for each other. When a husband and wife break down in their marriage, they suffer from information disorder between the 2 souls in the marital scenario. In their next life, they continue to become husband and wife to understand and eliminate that toxin together. They will even be husband and wife for many lifetimes to understand each other and squeeze out all the toxins released in their relationship. Toxins that are not forced out early will cause them to accumulate and become dangerous. Then they will be immersed in a more miserable scenario in their married life.
Teacher, I now understand the nature of that problem.
The student replied. The teacher continued to preach.
Now please focus on the soul inside your body to force out the toxins in the relationship between husband and wife. Read out loud after me. Hey Tualin, you have finally achieved outstanding achievements in your practicing journey in the human world. I congratulate you because you have discovered the truth of the 3 secrets. That is a worthy achievement after a trip of practice in suffering with Tualins who have vowed to transform into humans for many lifetimes. Now we have understood the truth about ourselves and other Tualins. We have poisonous and good. These toxins cause us to produce harmful energy particles, and we are disintegrated by destructive energy when they pick up the signal from the vibration of harmful particles. We have understood the nature of all things and the energy of destruction. Hey Tualin, please be robust to continue to force out the toxins in your marital relationship that have caused you to lose control in many lifetimes. Those are the toxins of jealousy and suspicion. It is the poison of the hurt you have generated for your wife or husband. These are insults, trampling, beating, or killing each other. Or it is a breakdown in marriage or infidelity in married life. Dear Tualin, please awaken the clusters of energy particles in your marital life relationship. Awaken the positive energy particles of spouse love so they can receive more strength from the enlightened knowledge of the 2 truths. In particular, please awaken harmful energy particles produced by toxins in married life. Awaken them to shake one last time before they are neutralized by the power of enlightened knowledge of the 2 truths and the power of the positive energy particle system. Hey Tualin, don't be afraid or worried when you see those toxins from your harmful particles. Because those toxins exist in all Tualins, you should observe them again to turn them into valuable lessons. That is the lesson of not letting those toxins appear and grow in you. You should be happy and excited because we have the union between body, wisdom, and soul to receive the transcendent wisdom of enlightenment from the 2 truths. Turn them to your advantage and strength to squeeze out all the toxins in your married life in past lives. In particular, transform them into power to practice a virtuous life with your current wife or husband in this life. Don't let those toxins appear. Instead, help each other understand the value of married life. From there, build a happy family. In addition, we must help everyone understand the importance of married life so that everyone can eliminate toxins and enable married life to become happy. That is the path of sustainable reincarnation in the interaction group of married life. Dear Tualin, please become strong to help me suppress all other poisons and continue to practice producing sustainable energy particles in all 4 forms of the Tao. That is the most profound apology to those with you as husband and wife in past lives. Forgive yourself to help you become strong and take action to spread enlightened wisdom to everyone. The achievements on your practicing path in the human world will be gratitude to the first Tualin and the Tualin friends accompanying you on your practicing journey in the human world. It would be best if you remembered that to force out all the toxins in your married life, you must practice it in your own married life. You should help each other understand the truth and value of interactive scenarios in married life. Your sincerity and actions that show love will help you resolve the suffering and conflicts in your married life in the present life. Please release all the toxins and build a happy love with your husband and wife. Remember to spread enlightened wisdom in interactive scenarios for married life to everyone. It is the most unique method to produce positive energy particles of love between husband and wife, and it is also the power to force out all the toxins in your soul. You need to know that the soul looks together to live. That means even though you don't say what you think, the soul of your wife or husband understands what you think and responds accordingly. Therefore, you must be the first to change yourself, that is, to force out the toxins and activate your kindness first. Those changes will cause your spouse's soul to change as well. And remember, all suffering in married life and the scenarios in the 4 forms of the Tao are to help you identify toxins. Next is to force out toxins and activate goodness by producing sustainable energy particles.